Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. We are
Hello.
back. We're back. Okay, so good night, good morning, good day, good afternoon. No matter where it is, you're part of the country. We are the Start Over Sisters, and we talk about starting over in various facets of your life. Uh, and my name is Vera,
Yes, I'm Grace.
Now, Katina.
and again, we are the Start Over Sisters.
Starting over sisters.
So tonight we are actually going to be talking about navigating. Sorry, holiday reset and reinvention. Uh,
Mhm.
the the holidays can be beautiful and heavy. Um, However, we are social workers, and we're licensed social workers, as a matter of fact. And tonight we want to just talk about, resting, releasing, and reinventing yourself during the holiday season. Uh, this is your permission to pause, reflect, and start over gently.
Mhm.
Rest is allowed, reinvention is possible. So we have like a series of just questions that we want to ask each other, and just we're gonna have a little discussion. So I'm gonna start with my question, and it's for all of us actually. So, how do you honor the memory of your loved one uh, during the holidays? And I'll start with you, Grace.
Okay, how do we honor the memories of our loved ones during the holidays? What the thing that I do is because this time can be very, very difficult, especially losing someone, and I've lost someone with parents, brothers. I actually, and this time is very difficult. So a lot of times we I would, whether it's just just making sure that their name is honored, whether it's, during like stories, even recipes that my mother handed down, my grandmother handed down, just keeping those things alive, my great aunt recipes, even, going to grave sites, or doing something that they loved doing, to honor their memory, to if it's even just even games that they used to play, for as things when we used to get together, that is very important, or music that they used to listen to, or songs they used to sing. My mom was a singer. My god brother loved music, so I lost him last year. But just something that they used to say, or say a quote, just to know that they still are honored through us, so just keeping their name alive and things that they used to do.
Yeah, it's so funny you said you made the comment, Grace, about either doing something that they used to do or maybe a game they used to play. And that's pretty much what we do, my family. We just try to continue to do the same celebration that we would do when they were here. You know,
Right.
as a family, we would get together,
Yeah.
we'd have dinner, breakfast. You know,
Hmm.
usually I would have Christmas at my house and I have about 20 family members over.
Wow.
Some would stay the night, some would, come back the next day. But when they would spend the night, same thing we would do, like I said, when the loved ones that was here with us, we still gather together.
Hmm.
We cooking,
Hmm.
talking about different times, when that person was here, how they were, the crazy stuff they used to do,
Yes.
stuff that used to irritate us,
Yes.
but
Yes.
still missing them,
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's pretty much what we do. Like I said, during the holidays, we just try to continue to do what we would do when they were here. We,
Yeah.
as a family, we just like to be together.
And I love that because, it doesn't end when they transition from this world. And I
Mm-mm.
think a lot of times, yeah, we have grief, and grief is very, very different individually, but it doesn't end. And by us being able to celebrate them, especially during the holidays, especially during this time, it can get a little, gloomy.
Mm-hmm.
It just really helps. It's hopeful, like they're still here in spirit. So I love that.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Now, for those that don't have, like that close knit family, I can only imagine, how things are for them. So, I feel like we're really blessed to have family that we can
Yeah.
still lean on and talk to and, reminisce about those times that, that
Mhm.
loved one was here with
Right.
us. Hmm.
That is, and that's a good point because some people don't have that,
Hmm.
and a lot of times that's why it's so important. And we'll talk about this a little later about mental health, just trying to stay connected to some
Hmm.
things, because it can really weigh down on you, especially,
Hmm.
feeling alone during this time is very, very real. Sometimes you can be with people and still feel alone
That's
because
true.
it's season, just the
That part.
whole aura
That
of it. Yeah.
that's
Hmm.
really really important to talk about. You could still be in a crowd and still feel alone, and
Hmm.
that that says a lot, you know,
Hmm.
about who, how you feel, and how you feel as a person, that
Right.
part. So I I want to say, like, for me, honoring my loved ones, like, we, my parents and stuff, they both aren't here, and I have a nephew. Um, what a prison. Let me think about it. For our holiday, um, other family members, my brother is passed and stuff, and my sister-in-law, quite a bit of family. If you think about it. But for me, just knowing that we've had those times that we may have shared together, whether
Hmm.
it was during the holiday or not, but we still had some good times to share.
Hmm.
And those are the things that I try to dwell on, try to keep myself abreast of, is that
Hmm.
um, I had good times with those
Yeah.
people. Those family members and friends that may have lost along the way, that we had an opportunity to share
Mhm.
um, one another.
Hmm.
And you know, everybody has a season. My comfort is knowing that had some, I had some good people in my life. I
Mhm.
still have some good people in my life, right?
Right.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that you know, to honor them is to keep pushing forward in the
Yeah.
manner that I know that they would want me to do or want me to go in that instance.
Right.
The holidays can be, it can be joyful time, it can be sad sometimes,
Hmm.
as we remember, the things that they used to do during the holiday with us, you know.
Hmm.
But at least we had that opportunity to experience it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You could have like not had it at all.
That's true.
It's like my honor to them.
Hmm.
That's true. Right. That's right. Good. Keeping them alive in our spirits, and a piece. They are a piece of us always. So
All day long, all day long. So let's see. Okay, all right. Great.
okay. Well, we can, this is a good segue to mental health, dealing with mental health during the holidays. How do you stay mentally healthy during this time? Which can be a very, very difficult time. We kind of talked about that, just the whole atmosphere is happy, but then there's a caveat, especially when you have lost people, and even having a year like it has been. It's been a very difficult year for a lot of people. Just a lot has happened in our society, right? Our society. So a lot of times we have to see how we can maintain our mental health.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. So. it's important to continue to connect with others, and engage in hobbies and enjoyable activities. There's different things that's going on, but I know sometimes you want to isolate. Isolation breeds even more of, and it's okay to be alone. Don't get me wrong, a lot of times, but during a season like this, sometimes it can breed other things. So it's important to be connected, or number one, be connected to God, because He is our joy, right? So we know that. But it's power. Mhm. But it's power in connecting with others, as is it, iron sharper iron. It's, when you're not feeling the best, even if you don't have someone, I'm going to go to God, but also consider professional help if you're feeling overwhelmed or depressed or sad. Best thing you make that appointment. Like, I have to talk to somebody. Why I'm feeling like this? I have to talk to somebody. It's very important to take the time for yourself, because we individually matter a lot of times. It's a joyous time, but it can be a chaotic time. And we lose ourselves during the whole year. You're like, a lot of time it hits us in the last part of this year. So it's very important, to take that time, take those walks for clarity, continue to set goals to make sure that you are still here. I'm here. Grounding thing, when I say grounding, it's just taking the time to say, I'm Grace. Today is December the 9th, 2025, or whatever. Even something simple as that, because sometimes you be like, what day it is? Who am I?
Man, look here.
It's so important. That's very simple, but it's very important. It is, because I've had to do that. And just taking the time to say thank you. I thank you for me even, waking up, or having my family, or, thanking God, the gratitude, being grateful for what we do have, because it can be so different, just the little, what people are going through, it can be so much. We just have to be thankful and also give to others, and, knowing during this time it's not always about us, it's about others as well. So, and I'm gonna say this: it's good to disconnect too from a lot of technology. A lot of times things can be negative, and it bring that negative energy in.
Yes.
So
say that part again.
Yes.
It's time to and I actually had to do that. The last months I had to kind of disconnect, because I felt other things.
Good.
Yeah. I said, wait a minute now. What is this coming from? I said, okay.
Yeah, that's good. I had a segment where I talked about self-care.
Yeah.
Within that self-care, I talked about disconnecting from social media. Because everywhere, it's like we have our phones all day, every day in our hand. We go use the bathroom. We got our phones.
Right.
That part.
Yes.
That part.
Right. It's okay to disconnect, to put your phone on do not disturb, or just put it away, to have your me time. You need that. We all need that.
We do.
Yeah.
And allowing, like, mentally for yourself, allowing yourself to, you can grieve during the holiday. It's okay. Like, don't be ashamed of that. Don't be hard on yourself because of that. Because you're human. I mean, first and foremost, we're human people, right? Like, we're gonna have emotions. We're gonna feel stuff. And give yourself permission to feel those things, right?
That's
you can feel them. It's okay. You're still normal.
Still normal.
Still normal.
Yes, that's right.
And don't, I hate to tell people, like, what not to do, what to do, but allow yourself to not become isolated because of the grieving process.
Yeah.
Like, if you have a support system, seek it out.
Yes.
Any little support that you have, seek it out. And
Mhm.
if you don't, go find them. Go
Mhm.
find them. Go find that tribe that you can hang out with. You
Yes,
know, even if
yes.
it's you and the person in the Waffle House, child.
That's right. And
You
I'm glad
know,
you said that because
Yes.
we can
Yes.
create a tribe. You know what I'm saying? We have to
That's right.
create one. We don't have okay. Because sometimes I'm a firm believer. Sometimes you do outgrow. I'm not. I'm. A lot of people think it's negative, but sometimes it's out of love. Sometimes you have it's time for it's a new tribe that maybe God is leading us to. Right. So yeah, it's the power of yeah, creating new new tribe. I like that. That the Waffle House. Yes, the
yeah.
hash browns.
If you even gotta go to Waffle House, then go. Go. You ain't gotta. Don't stay
Or that
in
coffee house, some
isolation.
coffee house
Yes.
out here. It's a different
Yes.
coffee house.
Whatever's open. If it's
Mhm.
open, go.
Oh
Go.
Like
yeah,
you don't have
yeah,
to necessarily isolate yourself
Mhm.
because of the grieving process. Because there's people, and
yeah.
seek that tribe, whatever that tribe looks like for you, and it's
Mhm.
okay.
And it's a lot of times we are here. A lot of times we can be going through something, but sometimes people definitely need to hear from us, and they can be strangers. And I know a lot of times we do feel hesitant, especially in this day and time. But I do feel if we pray, ask God, God will give us discernment. I know He won't say. He'll lead us. He'll lead us what to do and say. The right people. So yeah,
A lot of right people to come forth,
yeah. And I
and
know it's hard making new friends. Call it look after our ages. People always say,
Yeah,
"Oh,
it is. As we get older, it
as we
is
get
hard.
older, it is very difficult.
Mhm.
It is like very
And you
difficult."
can't trust everybody.
I know, and I was just talking to yes, it was something I said, "Good, it's hard." Like I was trying to connect. I don't know what's going on, but I'm like,
I
let's
know. It's
let's
hard, girl. It's hard. One
I
minute
think
you
really
think,
going on.
okay, I got a new friend, we connected, and then next thing you know, like, okay, well, I hadn't heard back from him. I guess
Girl, it's hard, girl. But
okay, what did I do? What did I say?
oh, should I text them? I don't know. Then you say, I'm too old. I'm tired. That's like,
Right. But again, you have to protect your mental health too from people that you connect with because not everybody have that good energy,
that is so true.
and there's so much negativity
Say that.
to where
And
you're
what are
like,
people? Yeah, the intentions. You just never know these days. Yeah,
yes,
you never
yes.
know. You
And you
never
don't want
know.
to surround yourself by
Yeah.
that.
you don't.
Because a lot of times, especially at our ages, like it's kind of like we work. It's a lot of hard work. I would say things we had to go through. Yeah, you go through so much in life, and
Mm-hmm.
protecting your peace and protecting what you have
Mm-hmm.
grown into. Like, oh, I finally got some healing, and
Yes,
there's something that you want. You're right. You want to be careful
you
what you bring
have
into
to.
your life. Yeah, yeah,
Right. Mm-mm.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
as we get older, I think that we get a little bit more selective
Mm-hmm.
in our group selection, our friend selection.
Yes, we do.
So that makes it even
Really
more
do.
harder for us to choose those people.
That's
Yeah.
what it
But
is.
at the same token, I'm a firm believer in like your add and subtract. So like your relationships, how are they adding to you?
How they added? They either added or taken away
And
from
then
you.
realize at the same token, how are they subtracting to you? So like if there's too much subtraction, that means you need to subtract that individual, right?
That's right. The
So
math
like
be
especially like in the holidays, if you're already feeling bad
Right.
and this person that you're dealing with is making you feel worse, like that defeats
yeah.
the purpose.
Trigger bring about a lot of triggers.
Yeah, it's defeating the purpose. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
what is it that you do to protect yourself from those
Right.
things?
Right.
Those things. So you ask yourself like, what can I do to make this holiday season better for me?
Mm-hmm.
What are those things that bring me joy?
Right.
And be okay with experiencing that joy. Because
Right.
who says that you can't?
Right. So it's kind of like you're reinventing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
when you
Right.
taking a step back and you're thinking, you're thinking about the entire year, your holiday season. Okay, you know what? I think it's time for me to kind of take a pause, do some reflection, and now let me reinvent. You know,
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
as you're reinventing yourself, there are several questions that you're going to be asking yourself, or that you should ask yourself. Like one question would be, what felt good this year for me?
Mm-hmm.
So, if it was your job, that was something that felt good, or if you wasn't involved in a stressful relationship, So it could be anything. So same thing, for you, Grace, what do you think? What felt good this year for you?
What felt good for me, I would say, is give myself permission to step back in some things and setting boundaries. I think that gave me a lot of more empowerment, empowerment, and because a lot of times I always was the one. Okay, go ahead, yes,
I
it's
know.
okay, it's all right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen myself say, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not. No, I'm not gonna. Even with I allowed myself to set boundaries, and
Mm-hmm.
happy
Mm-hmm.
that I'm happy that I did that. Because
Yeah.
it would have went a whole different way. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
So not only did you say what felt good this year, but also you're saying what drained me emotionally or mentally this year. Yeah,
Yeah.
would you say that too, Vera?
Yes.
Man, look here. Look at here. Like I said, you think about like people come into your life, are they adding or subtracting to who you are?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
if there are those things that it's not serving a purpose in your life,
Mm-hmm.
why bring that with you?
Yeah.
Why?
Right? Why bring it? Because if it's
Yeah.
definitely like if it's not bringing any joy, why
Hmm.
are we engaging in the activity?
And
Mm-hmm.
I want to say that. Oh, sorry, Vera.
That's okay. But
I want
whether
to.
it's like
Yeah.
gossiping or
Mhm.
being a part of a discussion of someone else, or being around someone where you feel the energy is not giving you any joy, but is bringing you great anxiety,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
like un- uneasiness and edginess, like those things. You feel that,
Mhm.
trust it. Like
Yeah.
trust that stuff and say, you know what, it's not serving my purpose right now.
Right.
And if I'm going to do something differently
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
for my life and for who I am this year that's coming up, I'm not taking those things with me. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not bringing that
Absolutely. Come
stuff
on
with
now. Reinvention. Yes. Okay.
me.
Yes.
I'm not.
Yes.
I'm
Say
not.
that.
I refuse, because
Mm-hmm.
one thing we definitely can't get back is time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why waste time
Mm-hmm.
and energy on those things that are not serving a purpose for us?
That's
Yes.
right. That's
Why?
true.
So true.
Right. Because some things can be like a counterfeit, and you're like, okay, this feels good. This, like you said, what purpose is it serving? Because
Mm-hmm.
what purpose
Mm-hmm.
is it wasting our time, or is it is this making me a better person? Pretty much.
Right.
That part.
Right. Exactly. Because it's not about blaming yourself on any of this, from what felt good this year, what drained you emotionally or mentally. I mean, that even falls into what do I want less of or what do I want more of. And it's not blaming yourself with whatever answer, however you answer the question. It's just all about understanding yourself.
Absolutely.
That's the
Absolutely.
most important part, understanding yourself.
That self-awareness. Absolutely.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
And
important.
then that gives you the ability to then create, like a new identity statement for yourself. I
Hmm.
am someone,
Yes.
I am someone who keep healthy boundaries. You talk
Yes.
about that.
Yes.
I am
Yes.
someone who chooses myself without guilt.
Yes. And that's self-love. Did you know that? That is actually self-love. Choosing self. Yes.
Right. I am someone who is open to new opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yes.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
And give yourself permission to do that, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Because
Exactly.
your identity shapes your habits.
Yes,
Absolutely. Yeah.
Hmm.
yes.
It does.
And I'm a firm believer that spirit knows spirit, child.
It does. It
If
does.
it was spirit, because like if you give off negative energy and then be wondering why all these negative things be happening,
Hmm.
Yeah.
like they used to say check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Yes.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
check,
Oh,
just check,
Mhm.
yes. Remember that song?
oh, wait a minute. That was nostalgia.
No, you just gotta
Yeah.
check, check who you are. What is it that you are? What is it that you're emanating into the environment,
That's so true.
to the atmosphere? What is it that you
Absolutely.
are? What is it that when people see you, what is it that they see?
What do they see? What do they
Yeah.
see?
Yeah.
You
So
know,
again, I'm sorry, dear. Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, but not necessarily what you want people to think you are. Who are you?
Hmm.
And we've talked about this. You know,
Yeah.
like who are you really?
Who
Hmm.
and that's a big part of reinventing yourself. You know,
Right.
who are you? Who are you
Hmm.
now? And what you want who do you want to become? You know?
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, and when you're reinventing yourself, think about setting just some soft goals. I mean, the holidays can already be heavy enough. Okay.
Right,
So let's just
right.
think about setting some very soft goals for
Mhm.
yourself. You know, also decluttering.
Come on, somebody. Woo,
Okay.
I need to declutter.
Just declutter. When I said declutter can be anything. It could be if you're decluttering your house. It could be you decluttering your purse because
come
you got
on.
so much stuff in your
You got
purse.
old chewing go back from the bottom.
Look,
Yeah. Got the old peppermint. That old peppermint that been there since last year.
You're right. Decluttering your bathroom drawer,
Oh,
right.
yes.
your email inbox,
Oh,
Oh Lord, that brings great
that brings
anxiety
anxiety,
right there.
stress.
your closet,
You talking to me
your
all. I
car.
don't know why I be holding on to
All
emails
day
and calls.
long. All day long.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Because
true.
And
it's, yeah.
you can start small.
Yeah, you
Start
start
small.
small. That's why I said declutter your purse. That's
Hmm.
small.
Exactly.
Small stuff you can do. And
And
then
you don't
when
imagine how much that helps out.
right, because when your
Yeah.
space breathe, then you can breathe.
Mm,
Mm, mm.
that's right.
That's it right there. That's it
Hmm.
right there.
You're
Yeah.
right. Oh my goodness.
That is it
Hmm.
right there.
Very powerful. Powerful statement. It's right.
Yeah. You got to be able to break a pattern. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes a lot of us live through patterns. So you
Mm,
got to be able to break a pattern. That way, that pattern no longer serves you.
yeah.
Mm,
Hmm.
Yes. And we have, and I'm so glad you bring it up because we actually do have that control to break it, you know,
Mm-hmm. We do.
because we make it our identity. Like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
um,
if you just choose one pattern and then just leave it behind,
yes,
just one.
I love that. Yeah.
Hmm.
what would that look like, Katina? Like, what would that pattern look like? What would that be?
I mean, it could be anything like um, whatever type of bad habit that you have that keeps pulling you back, that
Mm,
keeps pulling you backward. You
mm,
know, it could be what boundaries do I keep ignoring?
Hmm.
mm,
What relationship drains me?
mm,
Yes.
What routine makes me feel heavy? You know, so your pattern can be any of those things, but you're just looking at it and saying, let me just choose one that will no longer serve me.
mm.
Okay. I love that. Yeah.
I mean, it's the things that's been keeping you stuck.
Right,
That's
right.
that stagnation feeling. Yeah.
Hmm.
And that can really make you feel depressed, and it can weigh you down.
Right, because then when some people do reflect and they look back and it's like, oh my God, the whole year have gone by, especially when we going into that new year, everybody want to look and say, okay, what can I do better? I
Yeah.
didn't do this, I didn't do that, and a lot of times people have a whole list of things that they want to do, but just choose one thing and focus on that one thing.
Hmm. Okay. Yes.
And again, give yourself
Grace.
permission
Give yourself grace.
and
Amen.
grace
That's right.
Give yourself grace.
Yes.
because it's
Right.
okay. And hey, Rome was not built in a day, child.
Right.
It was
Right.
not.
That's right. Be patient with yourself. Give yourself grace, and
Right.
this is big. I had to do this, and I have to do this actually daily. Forgive yourself.
Yeah.
Um, if things that we like, oh, I should have said this. I should have did this. We have to forgive ourselves because we can put too much pressure on ourselves. But because
Yes.
we don't realize how much we are, our own obstacle and
Right. Because
our answer.
pressure
Yeah.
shuts you down.
Yeah.
So that's
Yes.
why you do have to give yourself grace. Grace keeps
Mhm.
you going.
Correct.
Yes.
That's what we want to do. We want to keep going.
Keep going and not
I
be
mean,
stagnated.
and I'm not saying, reinvention it's not a straight line. It's gonna be some bumps and curves. Some
Absolutely.
days
That's
you're gonna
right.
be a focus, and other
Mhm.
days life gets in the way. But you got
Mhm.
to be able to give yourself that grace.
That's right.
You
That's right.
can. And it is definitely okay, child. And that's all a part of us, you know, talking about our channel is about starting over. And
Mhm.
you start over where you see fit because it's all about you.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mhm.
all about you. When we talk
Mhm.
about self-care and self-love, I think one of the greatest gifts that you can give yourself is,
Mhm.
just permission to be. Just be.
Permission. That's right.
Yeah.
Just be, man.
Yeah. And celebrate the small wins.
Hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The small. Yes. That's
The
right.
small wins. Yeah.
Yes. That's right.
I mean, any win is a good one.
Yes, and that brings. I remember what is it's a great quote by Gandhi. Be the change you want to see in the world, and it starts with us. Be the change. A lot of like say things. Everything is going on in this world. Yeah, some things we can't change, but what we can change starts with us. So I love that quote by Gandhi. Be the change you want to see in the world. You
It,
know,
Mm-hmm.
it starts with us. So yeah,
it,
it definitely starts with
exactly.
us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It starts. You be that catalyst of change.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. Well, ladies, this was wonderful. Anybody have any closing remarks?
Well, I do want everyone to know that next year we're going to be coming full force with our channel. We're going to be coming out with some wonderful products. We're going to be
Yeah.
having some real guest speakers on, interviewing some people. We are looking forward to what next year is going to bring as a part of our reinvention for
Yeah.
our channel. So
Yes.
please be on the lookout. We are going to have some really great stuff coming up, and we're just we are just so thankful and
Mhm.
grateful for you to be a part of our channel. But please be on the lookout. One of the things that we will be putting out very soon will be our SOS journal.
Yeah.
New
Yes.
year, new you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Beautiful.
look out for that really, really soon. And I think what they Bible says, write the vision down, make it plain.
Amen.
That's
Habakkuk.
what the Bible
Yes.
says. So we're gonna give you an opportunity to write that vision down
That's
and
right.
make it plain.
Yes.
Whether you
Yes.
need to do it in with pen and paper, which is my favorite, or if you want to
Mm-hmm.
do it digitally, you can do that too. So look out for that.
Yeah.
Yes. Amen. That's right. When I say amen, I mean, yes. Right. When you say about it, yes, make the what is it? Write the vision, make it plain. Habakkuk 2:2. So yes. So right, and there's power in writing something down.
Mm-hmm.
Taking it from here to here. There's
Get it out your head.
studies that show yes. Get it out there. Get it out there.
Get it out of your head.
So
how is somebody going to be blessed by it if you are going to keep it in your head all day long?
Mm-hmm. That's right. So exciting.
Well,
this
is y'all taking the time to sit and have a conversation about
a conversation on this afternoon.
Reset and reinvention, navigating through the holidays when it's hard, but also reinventing yourself for the new year that's coming through.
Yeah. And we just want to wish everyone a happy holidays. And this is the beginning. This is the beginning of everything. Even with holidays and everything, things are going on. But you know what? We're going to get through this. We're going to get through this. It's a journey. It's not a race. And we're going to be okay. We're going to be all right.
Yeah.
Right.
It'll be all right. And I want to say bye from Panama.
Yes, Panama. The country.
Right. Not Panama, Florida.
Right. Country. Yes.
The country.
The country. So we in Panama City, Florida, y'all. Just had to put that.
Yeah.
But thank y'all. It's been a pleasure. Y'all,
yes, always.
Have a good night. Looking forward to seeing y'all next year. All right.
Okay.
Salute. Okay. Bye. See you soon.